Okay, so this is my I am dumb and did a really stupid thing update. So embarrassing. So you'll notice that I don't have my lip ring in, right? That beautiful big hunk of metal that was like just wrapped around the middle of my lip that was in the last two videos. And my hair's not red anymore either, but now it's going gray because not on purpose. I just kind of don't care to keep up with that sort of thing anymore, you know? Yeah, the lip ring's gone because I had an incident. And this is my warning to you if you guys have facial piercings, like lip piercings in particular, or are considering getting them, I would reconsider strongly if you're wearing acrylic teeth. I was sitting on the couch one night and I was eating dinner, minding my business, existing in the world, just doing what I do, and I bit straight down into my food and somehow managed to get my lip caught like that. Like I bit down into my lip and the lip ring was straight up and down, lodged between my upper and lower teeth, and I just crunched and I immediately knew I messed up. Instantly. I heard it, I felt it. I went and I looked in the mirror and I was so thankful that it wasn't worse than it is because like it could have been. Like it could have broke off an entire portion of my tooth, if not the whole thing. They are acrylic teeth. It's not zirconia. They're like plastic. The teeth that I have, they're amazing and they've withstood a lot over the years. I mean, I have had these teeth since 2014. And I believe at the time that I got them, I was told that the shelf life is like, 10 to 15 years. And so we're past the 10-year mark now. And they've been doing great. Oh, God, every time I look at it, it pisses me off that I am this way. They've been great, but they're still acrylic. These are the same kind. It's acrylic like denture teeth. So yeah, if you have dentures and you drop them on a hard surface, they could crack too. And that's essentially, what happened. I bit down into it and it chipped off. And so a portion in the corner is chipped off, but then there's this part here, which I don't think you're gonna be able to see. Maybe. You see how that, and ignore my nails. Like, I'm really going through it in life right now, okay? And the way that I look is the last of my worries. Like, I got bigger fish to fry, so. The corner here, it exposed the inside, and, it's not like it chipped off the surface of the tooth. So a part of the tooth actually chipped off, but then it took with it a portion of the surface of my tooth, very, very small, very slight, thank the good Lord. But now that part that is exposed is not the nice polished surface that repels stains. This is a rougher interior of the tooth, so naturally it's going to hold stains more. So when I drink coffee, for instance, it turns brown right there in that corner, and it's very, very, very evident. Red wine is the worst. I mean, just thinking about what my teeth look like when I drink red wine, especially in that spot, I mean, it looks like I have a gap. So that's my warning if you guys were considering facial jewelry, mouth piercings, and you have acrylic teeth. This is a real issue. I did not think that that was how it would go down. I thought that if it clanked the wrong way, like, because I'm thinking back to when I had friends when we were teenagers and they had tongue rings, and like, it was a thing that sometimes people would like clang on their tooth and it would chip it. So even natural teeth can chip. I mean, anyways, I thought that that's what would happen, that it would clang against my tooth and chip it, but no, I was not anticipating biting full on straight up on my lip ring, and that's how it went down. So I would be very, very cautious. I don't, for me personally, it's not worth it, and it sucks because I got to the point where I realized, like, I don't really think that this looks as good on me as I thought that it did. Yes, in certain situations when I'm, wearing my grunge stuff and my flannels and my combat boots and whatnot, and I'm going out to a show or going out shooting pool with friends, maybe, but for the most part, it really doesn't even match me and my personality and my lifestyle at all. And so I started getting sick of looking at it because, like, you know, it's one thing when you're going to shoot pool. Like, for me personally, some, like, and I don't think of this, I don't think like this of other people who have, you know, wild hair colors and piercings and tattoos. I'm one of those people where I think that I distinctly look stupid with stuff like that. Like I'm forcing it and that I'm faking something because it's just not really me. So for instance, when I would have to go to like a doctor's appointment with my children and I'm in there and I personally started feeling stupid with it. And so I already was thinking, I'm gonna end up taking this thing out. I hesitated because I wanted to see if, you know, I could find a thinner lip ring that I would like better before I chose to let the hole close up and heal. But before that happened, I chipped my tooth, and so now there's nothing gonna go back in there. I'm done with that. That's not who I am as a person anymore. I got it out of my system. So that's the update there. Aside from that, though, everything's great. The implants are still great. Everything's wonderful. And I know I keep saying this every time I randomly pop in. I need you guys to understand, like, with what I've got going on in my personal life, I isolate, and I don't want to be seen by anybody. I don't want to be known by anybody. I don't want to be perceived by anybody. I just want to disappear and hide, and that can become very hard to break out of. It like every single time I emerge from my shell again, I feel very anxious about speaking and, you know, just being present in the world around people and stuff. And that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm forcing it right now. I'm forcing myself to do this right now. But I do have content that I'm going to make videos on that I swear, stop calling me. I swear, it is good content, and I keep saying that, and I never do it, and it's really truly because of my personal life. It's not been, I mean, when I say this is like the worst experience of my life, I mean it has been the worst experience of my life, and I don't feel like myself anymore. So it's really hard to continue doing the things that used to bring me a lot of joy because I look at life completely different now. Everything's different. So it's just difficult for me to get back on here and just keep going. But I'm gonna do it because I have to. I have to. I can't hide forever. So and I think that that's important. I think that this was a good update because if any of you were considering getting jewelry, maybe you'll consider something else. I don't know. I don't know how to say that, but just be very, 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 very cautious, very careful if you do choose to get lip piercings. And I will be posting more content soon. Thank you guys for being so supportive still. I feel like I'm a relic of YouTube at this point. I've been on here since 2010. And I always ask myself, do I really still have anything meaningful to contribute? And I swear every time I post a video, my wonderful followers chime in and tell me such kind things, such great things that I really need to hear more of these days. I've been in a really dark place, so I always appreciate you guys. And if you have any suggestions on content, you can drop those in the comments below. If you have experience with facial piercings that have ruined your teeth, chipped them, damaged them, whatever, share that. Or if you have been one of the lucky ones that has had piercings on your mouth and never had a problem, share what you've done differently besides avoiding biting directly down into your food. I don't know how I could have consciously anticipated that. I mean, I was just mindlessly chewing away and that happened. So I'll stop rambling and I will see you guys again on a better video next time maybe. And y'all take care.